So your Harley rain suit is leaking, in particular the pants, and you don't feel like throwing them away. We found a solution for ours that worked, and I've had a number of people request that I put a video together, so here you go. It seems that Harley uses this thin rubber Scotch tape-like stuff to seal the seams in the rain pants. Ours lasted about one season before it started failing in heavy rain. And since these rain suits aren't cheap to buy, I wasn't ready to just throw mine away without trying to save it. So after a little shopping, I found this great product at Cabela's Sporting Goods. It's called Seam Grip Sealer and Adhesive. It's a thicker seam sealer that's almost like a urethane rubber. Cabela's actually has a lot of different products used to repair tents, rain suits, and waders that can all be used in different situations to save your rain suit. They even have emergency patches for holes. I actually had a couple of tears and burn holes in my rain suit from our cross-country trip last year, and as you can see, I used Gorilla Tape and Seam Grip to seal the holes. They've been fine ever since. I simply put the Gorilla Tape over the tear, then sealed the tear from the backside with Seam Grip. Then, after that dried, I flipped it over and sealed the edges of the Gorilla Tape down with Seam Grip. Okay, back to repairing your rain suit. First, turn your pants inside out and lay them out on a flat surface with the seams facing up and laying flat. The package says clean the area with alcohol. Do not do this. Alcohol and rubber don't get along. Just make sure your rain suit is dry before you patch it. What I like about Seam Grip is that it comes with this applicator brush. Take the Seam Grip and spread a thin line down the length of the seam you're repairing. Don't try to pull up the old tape, just put the Seam Grip right over the top of it. Then take the little brush and spread the Seam Grip very thin, covering the entire width of the Harley seam tape and overlapping past the edges of the tape onto the rain suit. You are sealing the tape down and sealing over it. Don't go crazy and don't put the Seam Grip on too thick. It's got body to it and you don't want your seams to all be stiff on your rain suit. A nice, very thin coat works just fine. Now, after you've sealed all the seams and made sure that you've feathered the edges down past the tape, let it dry for 2 days. The package says 8 hours, but the rubber does feel tacky for a while, so I'd give it a full 2 days. If you need to use it before then, or if it feels tacky when you're done, the instructions say you can sprinkle talcum powder over the top. If your raincoat has a leak, you may have to make the same type of repair from the outside. The webbing on the inside prevents you from hiding the repair, but these rain suits are meant to be practical more than a fashion statement. As long as they're watertight, who cares? There you have it. A $9 tube of Seam Grip saved me a $200 rain suit. If you don't have a Cabela's where you live, Seam Grip is available online. I checked. Just make sure you order Seam Grip, not just a generic seam sealer for a tent. Normal seam sealer's too thin to work. Good luck. I hope you have the same results we did.